Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. NASA Glenn Research Center has been an integral part of the Northeast Ohio community for more than 70 years. The Center Director Jim Free is here to talk about the organization's impact on the community. Later, we'll hear from the confidence coach and author Dolores Presley. She's on the program, and she's going to tell us a lot of great things, as will Maisha Wilson of New Life Fitness Camp. She'll tell us how to get in shape, stay in shape. Good morning, I'm Leon Bibb on Kaleidoscope, and so we begin. Beginning with Jim Free, Director of the NASA Glenn Research Center. Good to see you, Director Free.
Good morning, nice to see you too, sir.
Things are going well out at Glenn. They're in Cleveland, but right by Hopkins Airport?
Yes, sir. Yes, they're going well. Of course, it all starts with our workforce, which always does great things for us. And we have two campuses, the one everybody sees when they fly in with our hangar right by the airport. And we have a Plumbrook campus out near Cedar Point as well.
NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, has been around for 70 years or so, something like that.
That's right.
It has made a major impact on our lives, hasn't it?
I believe it has when you look at the aeronautics and the space side. So every time you hear a plane fly over, you get on a plane, NASA has touched that plane in some way, made it safer to fly, made it more efficient to fly. And at NASA Glenn, we've done things, everything on the engine. When you hear an engine, see an engine, fly on a plane, that's been tested in some way at NASA Glenn. And space exploration, NASA Glenn's been centered to that too as well.
I think that surprises a lot of people to know that about the aeronautics part. I mean, I've done stories out at NASA Glenn about what you do with aviation, not just the space exploration, the rockets and the moon travel and the orbits of the Earth and the shuttle and all of that, but with the airplane that I get on out at Hopkins Airport, you've had a piece of that.
We have. I talked about the engines, from making them safer, more damage tolerant, more efficient, dropping fuel usage by 70%. So if you think you're spending 70% less gas on your car, that's a major economic impact. And then the safety piece of it, we just finished a wonderful winter, and we work on icing protective systems for aircraft. We have an icing research tunnel where we can put control surfaces in and create ice on the wing to determine how to make it safer, how to get rid of that ice as you fly.
And that's one of the things you do out at NASA Glenn right here in Cleveland.
We do. It's actually NASA's busiest wind tunnel. Is right here at NASA Glenn.
You're very much involved with the Great Lakes Science Center. I know you've moved your visitor center there. How has that worked out, your partnership with the Great Lakes Science Center there at East 9th Street and Lake Erie?
It's a great partnership, first of all, with the visitor center. So getting almost 5 times the number of people than previously had seen our exhibits, inspiring that next generation, which is very important to us. We have a lot of events down there with when we have astronauts in town. We have our researchers go down there to talk about the great work, because we need that next generation of workforce. Those are people that are going to be walking on Mars someday.
Tell me about that. When do you think we will go to Mars, or do we go back to the moon? What's the overall picture? If you could speak about that, about NASA.
Our vision right now as an agency is getting to Mars in the 2030s time frame. That's a big step to put humans that far from home. It's a 6-month trip to get to Mars, just to get there, and to get back, you figure you got a year under your belt. Our plans are, first of all, to push the systems to allow that longer duration exploration. So we right now are planning an asteroid retrieval mission, which NASA Glenn is a critical part of with our propulsion technology. We're going to move an asteroid to the moon and allow the crew to go to the moon and push the life support systems. Right now, we can get home in 60 minutes from the space station. That mission will put us 9 days from home. We need to understand what it feels like to operate that environment before we're a year from home at Mars.
Director Free, you've been with NASA for many years now. Let me ask you, when are we going to have our own system of getting up to the space station? Right now we're relying upon the Russians and their Soyuz spacecraft. When do we go back to a shuttle-like system?
So NASA's been working with the commercial space industry to provide that capability, and we've flown cargo to station on the commercial rockets. Our plan is in 2017 to launch those first humans from U.S. soil which will be a very nice day for this country again.
When I was a kid growing up in this city, very, very young, for a period of time, I wanted to be an astronaut. Of course, after John Glenn and Alan Shepard and the Mercury guys went up, I said, well, maybe I want to do that kind of thing. There may be high schoolers out there who want the same kind of thing. You're involved with high schools here in the greater Cleveland area, aren't you?
We are, absolutely. Outreach and STEM education is very important to what we do here. We have actually, at the Great Lakes Science Center, we help the MC² STEM school there teach the kids about science, technology, engineering, and math. We have partnerships with the Cleveland Municipal School District as well, where we put our researchers out there, where we bring teachers in. Teachers are the great way to affect change. You touch one teacher, you touch 30 kids. Yeah. We have teacher education programs during the summer. We have 120 high school and college students that come in trying to inspire those kids for the same thing that put me in the chair at NASA, which is that wonder of what's out there.
And I would imagine schools and teachers and principals can get more information on perhaps getting involved in similar projects with their schools if they make a call out to NASA?
Absolutely, we can. We have great education resources all over our website. We have materials that we provide. It's part of what we do as a taxpayer organization. We need to give back because we need that workforce too. It makes the country stronger.
Let me put a phone number on the screen, 216-433-4000. You can get more information on everything Jim Free, Director of NASA Glenn Research Center, is talking about, or you can go to the website, which is nasa.gov/Glenn, nasa.gov/Glenn, and you can also go to the greatscience.com, because they've got a piece about NASA from the Great Lakes Science Center.
Yeah, yes, sir.
When I go out by Hopkins Airport and by the NASA facility out there, near a big runway out there, and I see that big words up on the hangar that says NASA, I wonder what impact does that have for Northeast Ohio? Economic impact for all of us.
Right. So our budget is around $600 million a year, and our economic impact is over $1 billion. So when you look at the salaries and taxes and the high-tech jobs that sit in this community, there's over 3,000 people that work out there. That's a big workforce, a big employer. There's also the dollars that go back into small business. We are NASA's biggest contributor to small businesses. A lot of that is local. A lot of those companies that come in and provide us services. And then there's just the prestige of having a NASA facility here. There are only 9, and we're one of 9. With a very rich history that makes a difference in many ways. I talked earlier about some of the technologies that we have. We're getting those technologies into the community too. We're working with local companies to help affect their bottom line. What can we do? What technologies do we have that they can use to put their products out the door and improve their profit margin?
Wonderful. Things are looking up at NASA, if I could say that. Kind of a cliche, but it works.
Yes, it does.
Thank you very much. Jim Free, Director of the NASA Glenn Research Center. Appreciate you being on the broadcast.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Leon Bibb on Kaleidoscope, taking a break, but back in just a moment. Welcome back to more of Kaleidoscope. The founder of Up Woman Nation and confidence coach Dolores Presley is here, and she's hosting the Up Woman Circle Conference on May the 17th. She's here to talk more about the event and explain how you can get a mindset makeover. Dolores Presley, good to see you, my friend.
It's good to see you. I'm always delighted to be here, Leon.
Yeah, I know you are. It's always good to see you. I'm intrigued by the mindset makeover. What is that?
That is time for people to change the way they think. Some of that stinking thinking needs to get rid of that.
Yeah.
It's really all about how you think, and people worry and they have all these fears. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. So statistically, the things that you study and you worry about, that you're worrying about, it doesn't even come to fruition. So you have to think positive. And I know it sounds trite, but it's really true. You have to believe it, and
quit worrying about things that that's not really a problem.
When we look back and think about things we worry about, it doesn't even happen most of the time.
Yeah,
so we have to keep ourselves in a positive mindset.
I think back about, I was hoping that I would have a date for the high school prom. I worried about that. I got the date.
How many did you have, Leon?
I only had one date. And I was worried about learning long division. I got that together.
Yes.
So the things we worry about usually are not worth worrying about.
It's really, really true.
Tell me about Up Woman Nation now, and you've got the Up Woman Circle Conference taking place on May 17th. What is that?
The Up Woman Nation is a group, and we have women all over the country, but it's all about supporting women. I think it's so important that women support one another, elevate. We are all about carry as you climb. So women who are small business owners, people who are professionals, they come and they become a part of the membership. So it's a membership. We have all kind of great things. I have an Up Woman lifestyle program that's an online coaching that teaches you how to stand up, how to speak up, how to connect up. People connect up incorrectly. I want people to stop networking. I know that sounds bad, and I want them to start connecting, because it's all about relationships. When you want new business, it's relationships. People do business with people who they like and they trust. But if you're going out there networking, just giving, here, Leon, here's my card, here, and never really giving, because it's all about giving and connecting and building relationships.
You got to go beyond just giving the card, the business card.
You must.
So what happens on May the 17th? You've got the Up Woman Circle Conference, and you've been doing this for a long time now.
I have.
Well, what's going on at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Independence, the Up Woman Circle Conference, May 17th?
It's a half-day conference, and we have Sean Christie, who is an expert on Facebook, and he's going to be teaching all about how to show up strong on Facebook. We have Ilinda Reese. She's going to talk about changing your mindset and changing your thinking. And then we have Beth Caldwell, who's going to tell how to be irresistible to the media. So we have the speakers. We have 3 speakers. You get an opportunity to sit up close and personal. You have a voice at the Up Woman. So it's a place that women's lives have been changed. Some men come too.
Yeah.
So you're invited, Leon.
You know, how to be irresistible to the media.
Yes.
I'm trying to be irresistible to the media. Yeah, I guess so. So that the media will want to interview and want to have you on the broadcast,
That
as
is
you
true.
are irresistible
That's
for
true.
us. That's why you're here. What's it cost to go, and what do people need to do to get in line for the May 17th conference?
It's only $59, and you get breakfast, and you're there all day with all these amazing experts. And they can go to theupwoman.com. The website is theupwoman.com to get registered, and that's the early bird. So if they're watching this, they'll get the early bird rate for $59.
Let's put that website. There it is, right on the screen. I love our control room. Aren't they wonderful?
They're great.
You just mentioned it, and they just put it up there. Theupwoman.com is the website, and the phone number is 877-550-1751. You see it at the bottom of the screen. So what do you want people to take away with once they go to this conference on May the 17th?
Well, I think we should be lifelong learners. I just believe that. And I want them to learn how to be a better person, how to grow their businesses. I want people to be bold, confident, courageous, make these bold moves. People wonder, how did I get on Oprah?
Yeah.
Irresistible to the media.
You were irresistible.
But really, I just want people to live in their full power at all times, because we are more powerful than we've ever been taught to believe, and you can make it happen. You just have to go out there and do it.
In our final 30 seconds, it is all about having that mindset makeover.
Mindset makeover. Change your mind, change your life.
Because if you do that, everything will flow a lot smoother than if you're out there just giving your business card and not following up.
That's right. You have to believe, too. Make it happen.
Many thanks. Dolores Presley, one of our, always positive on this broadcast.
Tell
Oprah I said hi when you see Oprah.
I am going to get to see her again, you know.
Tell her Leon said hi.
Yeah.
And tell her, give me a call.
I will.
Okay. Thank you, Dolores Presley. I appreciate you being on the broadcast. I'm taking a break. I'll be right back in a moment. Welcome back to Kaleidoscope. The owner of New Life Fitness Camp, Maisha Wilson, is here to share information on staying fit all year round and the best workouts for the summer season. Good to see you, Maisha.
Hello.
Things are going well at New Life Fitness Camp, I'll bet.
Yes, 8 years.
8 years?
Yes.
What should we keep in mind to stay fit all summer long?
Well, I would say to keep in mind that we're in Cleveland and we don't get a chance to have a lot of summer. So when we do have some summer, get out there and enjoy it, take walks and run, and, you know, just get out there and have a good time with it.
Yeah. What's your advice? What should we do to stay fit? I mean, do we have to run?
You don't have to run. You know, you don't have to run. You can play frisbee, that makes you run around. You can do basketball. You can whatever is your thing that you like, that requires you to get on the bike. We have biking groups actually at the gym. They're free.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have running groups that teach you how to run. So we have many things that we offer, particularly in the city, to try to give back and give an outlet to do some things.
Give us the address of your gym now.
We have 3 locations, but the closest one to Midtown is 3615 Superior Avenue, and we're on 156 in Waterloo, and then we're on 4890 Northfield.
Yeah. You brought some videos with you that I know you want to talk about, but I'm interested in the mission of New Life Fitness Camp.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a big push on minority health. So all the month of April was National Minority Health Month, and we offer free Men's Mondays and Women's Wednesdays, just trying to get our people to get fit. And so we're going to kind of carry that over throughout the summer. So as you see, like the shirt that I have on today says Girl Talk.
Girl Talk.
And we're encouraging our girls to use their voice to uplift and inspire one another. So it goes beyond just the fitness. Our mission is to empower our community to be healthy, both mind, body, and well.
I'm holding up a couple of videos right now. We've got to get a shot of this on camera 3, perhaps. But in one of those videos, I see on the cover of it, you are holding some weights right there, some free weights. Tell me about the importance of free weights.
Free weights is important for women because doing weight training, weight-bearing activities in your younger years helps prevent getting osteoporosis in your later years. So a lot of women don't know that. It's so important for bone health. And of course for guys, we like to encourage our guys to beef it up a little bit because it makes us feel good. You
know, I'm in a gym at least twice a week, and I work with the free weights, not only the leg weights but the arm weights. And I'm there, and I find that I've been doing this for years, and I find it gives me strength throughout the day and throughout the years. And I'm really working on keeping, especially the legs, strong, so that I can continue to walk the steps in my house.
Absolutely.
Over the years.
Knee health. As well, because our knees take a lot of wear and tear from years. So knee health is important. And a lot of, especially guys, it's funny you said that, because they want to do upper body but not so much the lower, but both. You need the balance of both.
Well, I do the upper body and the lower body. All of that works. How important is it to have a fitness coach?
I don't necessarily think you need a fitness coach, because your coach could be your spouse or your friend or someone who keeps you motivated. You can hold each other accountable. Hey, did you work out today? Hey, did you eat well today? So I think it's just important to have positive, healthy influences in your life. So if you're focused on getting healthy and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, it's good to surround yourself with people who kind of think the same way.
Eating the right things.
Yes, that's 80% of the battle. You believe it or not, we have people who will come and work out 10 classes a week, but it's the food. And you have to, and I tell people, take it a day at a time like anything else. We were raised to eat a certain way and to finish your plate and, you know, eat everything that's in front of you, don't waste anything. And so we kind of carry that into adulthood. So it's a mental change as well as a physical.
I was told to even eat throughout the day.
You should.
Throughout the day.
And let me tell you my analogy with that. We have a campfire. In order to keep the campfire burning, what do you have to feed it? You have to keep giving it wood all day, you know, to keep it going. It's the same thing with your metabolism. You have to keep giving it small, healthy food throughout the day to keep it revved up. If you don't do that, your metabolism begins to plummet. Now it makes it harder for you to lose weight. And so that's why it's really important to eat healthy, small meals all day.
I try to do 5 meals a day.
You're like my perfect client.
Now some of those meals are just an apple and a sandwich.
That's right.
Or maybe just some crackers and some peanut butter or something. That's a meal.
That's
I mean, I'll do that from between lunch and dinner. I'll eat a little bit. Then I'll hit the, you know, hit the refrigerator and get an apple or something like that. But that's a meal.
What's important about what you're saying is that you're keeping healthy things at your reach. So if we flood our homes with things that tempt us to eat the wrong things, then 9 times out of 10 you get hungry, you grab that cookie instead of that apple.
If there was one, and let me put your website and phone number on the screen there. 216-391-4442 is the phone number. NewLifeFitnessCamp.com is the website, and you've got three facilities.
We have 3 locations. We have some amazing things coming up for this summer. We have what's called a Men Get Chiseled workshop. We just did one last week, and it well beyond, so it's all men. No one else can come but guys. But the importance of it was we had a staff of nurses that did wellness checks, blood pressure, body fat measurements, things like that. So we were kind of giving them a workout, but we were also pushing them to kind of focus on their health.
In our last 15 seconds, one of the things I found out as you get older, and we are all getting older,
Yes.
nobody's getting younger.
Yes.
But as we all get older, you begin to lose that muscle mass. So you've got to work those
Gotta keep
muscles
doing
to
weight
keep the
training.
muscle mass going there.
Absolutely.
And it'll be the muscle mass that will carry us into old age all the way.
Yeah, I need to take Leon to the gym.
Okay. It's been wonderful seeing you, Maisha
Yes,
Wilson.
always.
Owner of New Life Fitness Camp. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you so much.
Okay, I feel better already. Already. I feel stronger. Thank you, Maisha. In just a moment, we'll hear from Maisha Maccabee of the Urban League of Greater Cleveland.
Thank you. And I'm gonna have to.
This is the Morning Exchange segment of Kaleidoscope. That means Maisha Maccabee of the Urban League, the president and CEO, is here to offer some commentary and some thoughts.
Hi, Leon. How are you this morning?
Okay.
Good,
I'm okay
good, good.
doing.
You know, we just got finished completing the primary elections here within the last week or so. And I just want to encourage our audience to already start thinking about the November elections.
Yeah.
This is one of the most critical elections. I would say it's right up there with a presidential election, because in a presidential election, you elect whom you want to run the country as your president. In the midterm elections, you elect who you want to support and run the country from the legislative perspective. And that's just as important. There's a balance of powers, and the legislative branch works along with the executive branch, and if they're not working together, things can get clogged up.
So we're just trying to keep that democratic thought going, and by Democrat we mean the small d, democracy,
right.
the
Exactly.
democracy thought about the people voting and the people having a lot to say with how
Absolutely.
government is run. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I think particularly our viewers, we want them to think about the fact that, like no other time, the middle class is really at risk right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And those middle class values that many of our families have worked towards to get into the middle class and so forth, that could disappear in a poof if we don't have the right people supporting the values and goals that support middle class growth and development.
In our final 30 seconds, do you think that we Americans are thinking more about the political process and being involved in the vote?
I think some are, but not enough. Not enough. And I think we have to just stay at it. We have to encourage people. We have to take people to vote. We have to make sure our families vote. We just have to stay at it.
Democracy literally means the people rule.
rule.
That's exactly what it means.
That's exactly right.
Maisha Maccabee of the Urban League, always with words of wisdom. That's going to do it for us. Take care.
Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.